and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to do a full face challenge, and I'm going to do a full face using all of my most expensive makeup products. So I went through each category in my makeup, you know, the steps that I do in my makeup, and I chose the most expensive one that I have in each category. I'm that type of girl that has like 50% of my collection is high-end, 50% is drugstore. I don't really care. I just use whatever I like. I thought it would be so much fun. So if any of you guys want to do this video as well, I would love to see it. I just thought it would be a really cool idea. And I'll also do a drugstore version of this. I will do like full face using only my most affordable makeup products or something like that. So that will definitely come in a week or something. But I wanted to start with high-end. So I think we can just go ahead and get started and see how this makeup look ends up. So for primer, my most expensive primer is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. This is $54. If you see me looking down, I have all the prices on my phone. So this is $54, so it's a pretty expensive primer. When I looked at all my other like high-end primers, like Marc Jacobs, I can't think of any other. Those other like expensive primers, this was definitely the most expensive one, and it was, I think it was almost like $10 over those other ones. So it's a pretty expensive primer. I didn't even know that it was that expensive. So I'm just gonna pump out a little bit, and this primer is pretty good. And I do think that this actually helps with making a makeup last a little bit longer, and it also makes the makeup glide on really nice. I've never had any problems with how my makeup looks after I've used this, so it's definitely a very good primer. But it isn't my favorite. I'm not sure what it is really with this primer that makes it not my favorite, but it just isn't my favorite. It's kind of like slippery on my skin, so it feels kind of oily and weird. And it does like a pretty good job with pores, kind of good with oil control. It's like an all over good primer, but I feel like you can find better primers that are less expensive. For foundation, my most expensive foundation is my Giorgio Armani foundations. These are $64, so they're really, really expensive. I have the Luminous Silk Foundation, and I also have the Power Fabric Foundation. This is their newest foundation, and this is the one that I like the best out of the Giorgio Armani foundations. Just saying, I think Giorgio Armani foundations are so, so beautiful, but they are very, very expensive. So I want to say you can definitely find just as good foundations at the drugstore. I'm just saying you can. If you can get one of them, I would say go for Power Fabric, because this has amazing coverage, but it doesn't feel or look like full coverage. This one is pretty good, but it has like a light coverage, and it also gets pretty oily on me pretty quick. But I love mixing these two together, and also the colors mix really nice together. And I pretty much always use a brush when I apply foundation. I know like almost everyone uses a beauty blender. I always prefer how foundation looks when I'm using a brush. By the way, do you guys like my nails? They're like long and matte, and they're like a purpley blue color, and I kind of like them, and I feel like they kind of match my hair a little bit. So I will leave every like detail right down here on where I did my nails, and I'm really, really impressed. I have a feeling that these will really like stay on my nails. They feel like that. And yeah, I haven't done my nails in so long, like so long. I used to always do it like a year ago, but now I haven't done it in a while, so it feels really good to finally have some long nails again. Then for corrector, my most expensive corrector is from YSL, and this is their Touche Eclat Neutralizer. This is $42, and I think that's pretty expensive. Like pretty expensive for a corrector. I just like to use correctors underneath my eyes just to kind of get away that like blue hue around my eyes and like purpliness. So yeah, for corrector, I think my favorite corrector that I've tried is the Urban Decay color corrector in Peach. I like that one better than the YSL one. So I want to say you can definitely save some money on buying the Urban Decay one over this. It's nice, and I love that it isn't too thick, but I don't know. Then for concealer, my most expensive concealer kind of shocked me, and this is the Lock-It Cream Concealer from Kat Von D. This is $26. So it isn't as expensive as the other products, but for my concealers, like for like Urban Decay, It Cosmetics, Bare Minerals, and all of those, this was actually the most expensive one, so I was kind of shocked about that. I didn't know that Kat Von D was like, you know, more expensive than those brands. I didn't think of that. So That was kind of shocking. And this concealer, if you guys watch my channel on the regular, you know that I'm actually not the biggest fan of this. Like, out of all of my high-end concealers, this is probably the one that I like the least. This one and the It Cosmetics one is like the two that I like the least. I know some people love this concealer, but for me, I don't know. There's something about it that I just don't like too much. By the way, if you want to know what I'm drinking and how to make it, I talked about it in my last vlog that I did, which you guys know I started vlogging on this channel a little bit, so show you how to make this. It's amazing. No, there's just something about it. I feel like most people that don't like this have like really problems explaining what it is that they don't like about this concealer, but it is just something about it that I do not like. I think if you just use the right tools, if you know how to use makeup, you can make pretty much anything work, and you can use like a Wet n Wild foundation and make it look like a Giorgio Armani. So I'm like a little bit, sometimes I think, you know, quality over quantity, but at the same time I have a lot of drugstore products that I think are just as good as high-end. And for example, this one, this is the YSL Touche Eclat. This is like a limited edition packaging. This one is such a popular makeup product that I think it's nice. It highlights really pretty and it looks very like pretty on the skin. But I have highlight pens that I prefer over this one. But it blends really nice into the skin. And it definitely does not have any coverage. If you buy this to use as a concealer, good luck with that. For bronzer, my most expensive bronzer is the Chanel Bronzing Makeup Base Soleil Tan de Chanel. You know, we have all seen this product. It's one of like Chanel's most popular makeup items, and this is truly a product that I think is worth the money. And that is because I haven't seen anyone at the drugstore trying to like recreate this. At drugstore, you have to like watch and learn cream bronzer. You know, is that possible to get at the drugstore? I'm not the biggest like cream blush or cream highlight person, but for cream bronzer, I really like it. And this is truly a makeup product, like a super expensive makeup product that I think is worth buying. It is amazing. As you can see, I've used so much of it, but I just love it. I absolutely love it. So far on this challenge, the only product that I think is like worth the price so far is this one, and Power Fabric foundation. So now on to another product that I think is absolutely worth the price. I love it. This is also $50, and this is the Sensai Translucent Loose Powder. Oh my god, this is worth every single penny. It's the best baking powder I've ever used to this date. So now I'm just going to take a little break on my face, and I'm going to start working on my eyes. I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit. So my most expensive brow product is this one from Wunderbrow, and this is their Wunderbrow. I don't know what it's called. I just think it's called Wunderbrow. And this is $22, so it isn't too expensive. It's a little bit more expensive than like Anastasia brow pen. What is it called? That? And like brow pomade and stuff like that. So it is a little bit more expensive, but not really that much more expensive. Definitely have to be kind of careful when you use it because it is really pigmented and it's waterproof, so where you put it is where it's gonna be. I feel like this is really similar to brow pomade. It's kind of like a liquid version of brow pomade. This one also makes your brows really stay in place. You don't really need to use a brow gel with this product. So to highlight my brows, I'm gonna use this product from Bitch and Brows. This is just like a brow highlight. I seriously use this every single time I do my brows now, and I love it. And this is $23. And I know that's kind of expensive for like a brow highlight, but I think it's worth it. Like I use it all the time. So now to set the brows, I'm going to use the Bitch and Brows Brow Fix. This is $41. Like, okay, that's pretty expensive for a brow gel, but this really makes your brows stay in place. So some people will absolutely love this, and there will be like their saving angel and you will love it, and other people will not like it because it is very intense. Feels like it had like glued your brows down. If you have problems with your brow hairs going crazy and just sticking out everywhere, this Bitch and brow gel will definitely make them stay all day. For eyeshadow primer, I'm going to use this Jane Iredale Smooth Affair for eyes in the color Naked. This is just like a pot. I can't even put my nail in here, so I'm gonna use a brush. This is $32, and I must say I guess it works as an eyeshadow primer, but I'm kind of disappointed in this product because it's not really like a MAC Soft Ochre paint pot. It's like really sheer. It works, it definitely does, but I just have other ones that I prefer over it. So for eyeshadow palette, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Textured Eyeshadow Palette. So this is $65, so this is my most expensive eyeshadow palette. Pretty much all of my other eyeshadow palettes were around like $50 to $55, and this is $10 more than that. So this is definitely an expensive palette. I personally really love it. I love the textured eyeshadows at the top. I think these are amazing. The eyeshadows are extremely pigmented, but they are a little bit dry. So I would say they're a little bit hard to blend out. Like, I have tried eyeshadows that blend out easier than this, but at the same time it does blend out nice and you can definitely work with it. I can create amazing looks with this. I can agree on it being a little bit hard to blend out, but that's the only thing. Just to set the eyeshadow primer, I'm going to use the color Bay, which is just like a skin tone light shade. So I'm going to start with the color Sandalwood and then go in with a little bit of henna. So I'm going to just basically mix them, but I'm going to first start with Sandalwood. Just like a medium warm brown shade. Just going to put that in the crease area. Now I'm going in with the henna color, which is just a few shades darker and a little bit more like red brown. Now I'm just going to deepen it up even more. I'm going to go in with the color Cocoa, which is like the dark deep brown color, on a blending brush again, but just focus it more in the outer corner. And I'm going to go in with this Black Truffle eyeshadow and I'm going to deepen it up even more. So now I'm going to use two of the textured eyeshadows. So I'm going to go in with Trust Found, this one, which is like the copper color. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of the 24K. So I'm going to start with Trust Found. I'm going to see how it goes on with my long nails. Goes on like a dream. Love it. Just so pretty. Can you see that? And I'm going to go in with 24K on my finger. Ooh, that one is pigmented. And then this is gonna be a little bit harder. So I'm gonna try to press this one like in the inner corner. Oh girl, that's pigmented. So for liquid eyeliner, I'm going to go in with this Urban Decay Perversion Waterproof Fine Point Eye Pen. So I think my Kat Von D and my Stila liquid liner was like around like $18. This is $20, so this is actually the most expensive one. I actually prefer Kat Von D and Stila over this one. I like it, but I feel like it's just kind of the same thing as like L'Oreal eyeliner. You don't need to buy this expensive one. But I'm also going to show you guys which mascara I'm going to use because I'm going to do this off camera because I feel like I always show this, but I feel like that's like the most boring part of the video. So I'm just going to do it off camera. But the mascara I'm going to use is this one from Chanel, and this is $32. I'm gonna write how much this is, but this is pretty expensive. It is a good mascara though, so I really like it. So I'm gonna use these two products and then I will come back. I will also apply false lashes. So now I'm back. I have applied my lashes, liner, and everything like that. I use Duff Lashes Monroe lashes. It's the first time that I try these and I like them. They're a little bit different than what I'm used to, but I kind of really like them actually. I think they're pretty. So now I'm going to move on to the face again, and I'm going to go in with a contour kit. So for contour kit, I'm going to use the Shade and Light contour kit from Kat Von D. This is $49, and this is actually my favorite contour kit ever, so I think this is definitely worth the price. But I was kind of surprised to see that Kat Von D was, you know, a little bit more expensive than the other Sephora brands. I didn't think that. I love it because the, you know, consistency and quality of the powders are so good. They're so soft and they almost have a little bit of coverage to them. I don't know if they have, but they just kind of feel like they have a little bit of coverage. So I just always like to mix the two lightest one and just kind of use them underneath my eyes. And as you can see, they really did brighten up. Now I'm going to contour my skin, and I always use this color called Shadow Play, which is the one in the middle. This one isn't too cool tone, isn't too warm tone. It's just like a perfect color. So I'm just gonna contour with that. For just like a regular powder bronzer, I'm going to go in with my Glow Minerals Sunkiss bronzer. This is my favorite bronzer also. This is $42 and this is just like the most beautiful bronzer. I recently started using the NARS Laguna bronzer and I love that one. But this is more of a bronzier version of that one. So if you want NARS Laguna to be a little more like perfect for the summertime, or you want it to be a little more like bronzy, try the Glow Minerals one. That's like, I feel like they're like so similar, only like that's the difference with them. I just want to apply just like lightly all over my face just to get a little bit of that like bronzy glow. For blush, I have two different ones that are the exact same price. So these are both $48. Like, what? I have the YSL, I have a Blush on You blush. This is stunning. You guys know I have been talking about this one a lot, but this color is just so stunning. And then we have this Jane Iredale. This is called Rose Dawn, and this is like a cool pink with some sheen to it. And normally that's not what I'm like drawn to, but for some reason I really like this blush as well. But for this makeup look, I definitely do think that the coral one will work best, like with my, you know, the colors on my eyes. So I'm gonna go in with the YSL one. This color is just everything. Then for highlight, my most expensive highlight is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, and this is in the color Luminous Light. And this is actually technically not a highlight. So I was kind of iffy if I was going to use this one, but this specific color is a highlighter. Like this has like shimmer to it. It is shimmery, it is a highlight, so I'm going to use this today, and this is $46. So Hourglass products are definitely kind of expensive, and I do not think I've used this on my channel yet, so I kind of just want to show you guys how it looks. This is stunning if you just want more of a natural highlight. You want your skin to look glowy and healthy, but you do not want that like frosty look. Like, I think any age can use this product. Can you see that? That is like such a pretty natural glow. You could probably use this all over your face, but I just like to use it in the areas that I just want to look a little more dewy. And the quality of these Hourglass powders are so good. But as you can see, you don't get that like highlight on fleek at all with this. You know what I mean? Like that stripe. But you do get like a healthy glow. Can you see that when I'm smiling? It just kind of looks like I'm healthy, and I actually really, really like that look. So it kind of looks like you have sprayed like MAC Fix Plus all over your face, which is awesome. But I'm actually going to spray my face with some Fix Plus right now because I always do that, so I'm just going to do that. So for my most expensive lip liners, I was actually kind of shocked, and it is from Urban Decay, and these are $20. And I have like lip liners from like Charlotte Tilbury, from Shiseido, and the Urban Decay ones was actually the ones that were the most expensive, so I was kind of shocked about that. But these are really good lip liners. They're pigmented, they're creamy, they're beautiful. I really like them. So I have these different colors. I really like them. So I think I'm gonna go in with Stark Naked. I love this color. It's like the perfect nude. Then for like lip products in general, Giorgio Armani has the most expensive one in my collection. Each lip product is $38. So I have the lipsticks. These are called Rouge Armani Sheer. And I also have their lip glosses. These are called Ecstasy Lacquers. And then I also have these, which I think they're called like Lip Mastro. So these are more like lip creams. So I think I'm going to use a lipstick and then a lip gloss on top. So the lipstick I'm going to use is the 205. It's like a really nice, like shiny, creamy nude color. I think it will work nice with this lip liner. This color is just really, really nice. It's perfect for everyday wear. I think it feels really soft and it's kind of shiny and I like it. Then I'm going to go in with this lip gloss. This is also 205, so I guess it's like the same color, but only in lip gloss form. I really like these lip glosses. They're super comfortable, they're nice and everything like that, but I do prefer my NYX butter glosses, which are like $5 over this. So just saying, I'm just trying to help you guys. That's all I'm saying. Then we're just gonna finish up with some all-nighter spray from Urban Decay, and then the makeup look is complete. So that, guys, is it for this makeup look. I really hope you guys liked it and thought it was fun for me to show all of my most expensive makeup products, combine them into one look, and this is how it ended up. Do you guys like the look? I really like this look, but I'm definitely a believer in both drugstore makeup and high-end. I have some favorites that are drugstore, some favorites that are high-end. It doesn't really matter. You definitely do not need all of these expensive makeup products, and I try to just kind of teach you guys along the way which products that I really think is worth the money and which ones you can just pretty much just skip on. So if you guys are excited to see the full face using all of my most affordable makeup products, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so I know that you guys are excited. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!